Good morning, Steve Reed with the Morning Grain Compass. Grains are higher. Soybeans up 7 cents, corn's up 3, and wheat's up 10 cents. On the outside market, stocks are lower, the dollar is higher, crude's up $3 a barrel, and gold is higher. Big news over the weekend was the Hamas missile attacks on Israel. Market's still waiting for how Israel is going to retaliate, but Iran may have sponsored or helped with the missiles and planning the attacks. And so I think that that is affecting the crude oil market and just how long this new war is going to affect global markets. Ukraine, Russia attacked the Odessa ports over the weekend, but there's also 20 new vessels coming in to the Ukraine ports to load grain. So there's a lot of question marks as far as how much of those vessels will be loaded and whether or not they will be able to be shipped out mostly to North African countries. This week we've got the USDA October report. Trade's not looking for much change in crop production, although we continue to hear both bean and corn yields from farmers better than expected. We would expect soybean harvest to be about 50% done, corn harvest somewhere between 35 and 38% done. The U.S. Midwest weather, there's some showers around in the 5-day forecast for Iowa and northern Illinois, but the rest of the growing area is dry, which should be good for harvest, but not good for winter wheat emergence. We also note from a weather standpoint, Western Australia is dry, most of Argentina is dry, central and northern Brazil is dry, and southern Brazil is too wet. Could be a few showers in southern Russia, but Ukraine remains dry. We also note that we'll be watching grain inspections and see how they all fall out as far as weekly numbers, and we'll watch the crop ratings, and then we'll also be watching China as they come back from holiday, whether or not they purchase U.S. beans and maybe U.S. corn. Right now, we did see that data coming out of Brazil showed that Brazil corn exports were 8.7 in September. China, a record 3.3 to date. 34 million tons of corn shipped out of Brazil versus 24 last year. China's taken 8 million tons versus 0 last year. In the beans, also high numbers, 6.4 million tons. 5 of that was to China. So far, there's been 87 million tons of beans shipped out of Brazil, Jan through Sep, versus 70 last year. 62 was to China versus 47 last year. So that's about 10 million tons higher in corn to date, 15 million tons higher than beans to date, which is taken away from U.S. exports. So again, higher trade. We'll be watching the outside markets, especially in the Middle East.